Right, that seems to be okay now. Have a look at the charts then, innit? What the hell is going on? Oh, big gap. Big gap up might mean potential more end stuffing. Because that's a pretty comfortable size move. That is. Wow, okay. Start with euro then, innit? We were trending downwards. Surprisingly, USD CAD didn't do much at all. Anyway. I'll have to wait and figure out where this is gonna go. On GU looks a bit clearer that it's gonna go bullish. It depends if this has come to sweep this out to push down. I'm not sure. So we wait and see. Okay, look at that channel all the way through there, man. And drop down further, take out that low. Created Frankfurt low there, taking on that low first leg. Didn't even hear that. What did he say? How's oil looking there? The bonds and stuff.
Well, hello everybody, this is a no day trader. You're behind.
Okay, oil's down
You're a real day trader. You're a real time.
below 90, below 100 on both.
And save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Bonds are down. Except the 2-year. America, everything else is down. VIX is down as well, which these are up by quite a bit. 1.5% on nasdaq, 2.5% on the Emirati stock market. So that's interesting. Silver up 2.8%, gold up 1.1. Need to clean my keyboard. Okay, what do we say? So yeah, gold's back up again. I think I would want to go long on gold and silver if we're starting to see more agreement stuff, but as I said, it's not enough for me to consider it because it's not really actually going anywhere. So EU missed, GU tagged. What was I supposed to be looking at on USD CAD? The longs or shorts? Oh yeah, we didn't know. Ooh, euro come down. Ah, but it had supply zone, so I couldn't take it. And it was in that time zone as well. So let's see what happens now. The London Open took this candle's high out. If you do get another drop down, then that could confirm for me that this move here might be the way to actually go and price is going to come down. So let's wait and see. UJ's looking at pretty much consolidation. Pretty much tagged. Now that's okay because I need to wait for either zone 2 fail for me to figure out what the hell's going on. This is telling me price still wants to go higher on GJ. Yeah, there you go. It's taking it out. So interesting, you would have had a break-even tag. So that's Frankfurt high, Frankfurt low, first leg, second leg, take an entry. You would have tagged on there but caught break-even and stopped. Now in Euro, it looks like it's going to absolutely melt through, because that's looking nice and so is that. I think this is going to fall deeper through that level. As we come, took that higher, right into the M1 supply. First leg, second leg. Got this channel all the way down here to attack. Possibly anyway. That's what I'm thinking. Tag the demand zone. Too risky. Too risky. If it took that zone out, then it would have been okay. But it didn't. So it's not. I'm looking at USD CAD on my other thingy MetaTrader account. And the likelihood we're gonna go long from around here. We're back at the midline again. I think it's gonna drop through. Yeah, maybe. He used a lot more cleaner for it. If USD CAD breaks that high, I'm gonna go long on M1. It might be tricky with the proper cans because the spreads are quite bad on them.
Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson saying we've reached a framework, but nobody can say that an agreement between the US and Iran is imminent.
Something about who breaching what agreement?
dowjones.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
Foreign Institute spokesperson saying Central MOU has no specific details about the management of the Strait of Hormuz.
That's gonna cause a bit of volume, isn't it? Look at that. Wow. Right, let's read what bloody headline. Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson reached a framework, but nobody can say that an agreement between the US and Iran is imminent. Of course, they've breached every other agreement they've had, so there's no reason for Iran to trust them, which is basically what they're trying to say. He also said the potential of MOU has no... what? MOU? Uranium? I don't know. Potential MOU has no specific details about the management of the Strait of Hormuz. Okay. So they're both saying that we're reaching agreements, yeah? They just need to pen it down. I don't think they're gonna get it penned down. I think they're gonna struggle getting an actual agreement, you know. This is kind of annoying, man. So maybe the dollar is stronger because they're saying we've reached a framework, but nobody can say if an agreement will happen. Maybe that's why the market is doing it, because it's not getting the type of answer it wants. Maybe if they come out and said we've reached a framework and we're going to accept or something, then it would have been the way dollar down. Possibly, anyway, it's hard to say. So we will see what happens. Because we got a lovely move here. Nice 15 pip move then, the first 20 minutes. Yeah, 19 minutes. It's looking nice. Euro. Done 12 pips more, that's okay. For Euro. The annoying thing about all of this is there's just too much happening at one time. Boys need to slow it down. Like, take it easy, boyos. Take it easy. 30 pips away from there, but I'll probably be in New York session or tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. So we got about 15 there, about 25 on the way there. That could maybe go over to tomorrow, and then that we can. Yep, beautiful. We just come down, talk out those two lows. I think GJ still wants to go higher. If GJ is flying up here, then the odds are GJ is gonna fly up as well. We're back at 159. What if yen does another move again and it slaps me, man? I don't want to get caught by 3 yen slaps at the same time, like consecutively. Just imagine that 3 yen slap back to back. Can't really do anything there. UJ, man. The management of the state belongs to the coastal countries. I don't know why you said that. That's not ideal thing to say. Who is the spokesperson as well? We do not currently have a plan to send a delegation to Pakistan. Okay. I don't know where this news is coming from. I mean, who is this? Who is this person? Notice Maley as well, because he's the head of the public diplomacy, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I don't think it was him part of the agreements or conversations. They've not put a name to the person, so you can't even tell. This is why I don't trust Western media, man. I don't even know what to do with this, man. Wanted to go long, but don't like these candles here. They're disgusting. And I don't want to mess up again. It's tagged into an M5 demand zone anyway. They're talking about the same stuff as before, end of the war on all fronts, including Lebanon. They're trying to obviously get a bit of freedom for Hezbollah. They know the importance of having them. How much is the Memorial Day discount? Holy shit. probably would pay for financial juice when I've made more money, because what's tick strike? You know the differences between the two of them. I said first leg, second leg, buy from here, but it tagged that zone. That's if you're willing to go long. If you're willing to go short, it would have been from here. But after that move there, I think it's too much of a move, man. There's quite a big move going on there. I'm just waiting to see what direction does price want to give. My GJ is really bad. After August, I'm gonna start doing like buy limits and sell limits, buy stops and sell stops for breakouts. So when price does leave, at least I'm in that trade. Be reduced risk. Reduced risk. But we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna make a separate master account for that. Then that'll be the next year's track record. I'll probably have like everything in there, so all the different ways I'll trade. Everything's choppy now. That's interesting. Hold out till 9:45. If I can't get anything by then, I'm done. So another 45 minutes.
firing. They were not, they probably weren't
flotilla who were detained with injury.
live bullets, but they were firing projectiles at our boat. They didn't hit anybody. They were very rough with us when they took us onto the prison boat. We were kept on a boat which essentially had no, it was just like a yard with containers around it, no mattresses. My boat, we were made to, we had none of the severe violence that happened on the second boat, but once we got back to the port, we were dragged off the boat, forced into a stress position. We were kept there for over an hour while the Israeli soldiers played the national anthem over and over again, and they were saying, "Welcome to Israel," and being brutal with people. They were hitting people, kicking people.
Australians.
When they took us on,
Markets are very chopped at central.
Well, hello everybody, this is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go
Hello,
real
Senor
time
Trump.
at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge...
Hey, this is a
brilliant deal?
different
Come on,
playlist.
people.
What the hell? Yo, Trader P. P11. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Welcome to Stratton Oakmont.
Markets are quite shit at the moment, unfortunately. UJ did a good move during Frankfurt towards London Open, then it started to like pull all the way back in again. Euro USD shorted, didn't really give an entry anywhere, just kind of fell. G very similar. Looking for buys? I don't know, it's M1 time frame, so I'm not too sure what I'm looking for, because the problem is the market's got a lot of chop at the moment because you got bank holiday. So the banks are closed for, let me have a look. Swiss franc is closed, France is closed, Germany is closed, UK is also closed, and USD. So today is very low volume in the market, which is why we're getting moves like this happen and then really bad contraction straight back into the range again. A lot of this movement has been driven by news, because you've had news of the foreign minister of Iran making some quotes about the ceasefire agreements and stuff like that, so you've got a bit of volume there, but there's no institutional positions at the moment causing any level of volatility. We had a big gap on the market as well on the market open. What are you looking at? Are you looking at anything specific? Yeah, let's have a look at NZD/USD, I suppose. Not like I've got much to do here on these charts anyway. It's bloody horrendous. So yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second. Because why not? Where's the next level gonna be on GJ? Yeah, we're pretty much clear on that bad boy. Right, NZD/USD. What time frame are you looking at? Oh, I forgot to add that to my list. Just put that in the NZD, AUD, NZD, AUD, USD, NZD, USD. Put it in. Perfect. What time frame you look at? Okay, M15, perfect. Off with the daily then, and just like I figure out exactly what's going on. Took out all those highs, took out all these highs. There's a supply zone there. That led to a pretty stout move. That's on the 4 hour. Oh, this is a bit close. I'd say that's equal lows. Yeah, say we got a bunch of equal lows like there, like a bunch of them, and then it's on the 1 hour. Normally don't go 4 hour, 1 hour. I normally stay on M15, but because this NZD I haven't really traded it, so it's good to just kind of look at the higher time frame just to find out what's the higher time frame direction versus the lower time frame direction. But once I've kind of figured that out, then I don't really go on it for a long time. Okay, let's just go M15 now then. So we are kind of ultimately bearish, right? And we have just made new equal lows. So my idea would be to ultimately find shorts, but you might still get longs in intraday perspective. So let's have a look here. We got pretty much equal lows there as well. Obviously you've got the gap up from the market because USD was weak, I think, because there's mentions of you know, ceasefire agreements over the weekend or something, which obviously is gonna pull money out of the dollar. So when wars don't happen, dollar's weaker, because obviously when wars do happen, it's kind of like the safest or one of the safest currencies, because America is so war invested. They're a warmongering country, so they make their currency has a lot of strength during war times, which makes sense because, as I said, they're warmongering countries. If I'm looking at this now, yeah, we come to look at these lows, had a lovely reaction at London open time. Would price want to go higher to M5? Actually, no, I'll do M15 because you're staying in M15 anyway. So if you're looking at the price leg, you're literally within this low to this high. Actually, I've done the price leg wrong, haven't I? In my chart, the 15-minute liquidity has been taken. Okay. I'm using my broker because I trade with IC market, so I trade directly on trading with IC market. Between this high and this low and this high, we're at more of a higher level of the M15 range, because ultimately this is a range, isn't it? If you look at it like this, we are very much in a range. We are stuck in this range. So you've got a few ways you can play this, because you have to look at like all the you have your strategy, that's fine. You have to look at all the market's perspectives, right? Because your strategy is how you trade the market, that's fine, but it's also about how is the market generally viewed, because I don't know how you trade, right? So I would say this is very much a range. What I would want to see is a strong candle close, yeah, and then the next 2 days weakness coming down to it to then go long in it to say, okay, we're going to break out this channel and go higher. That's higher time frame perspective. Oh, you sound like an ICT trader. I just use supply demand on M1 and that's it. Then yeah, and I just look for like, oh god, my strategy is similar to ICT as much as I hate ICT. I just look for sweeps of levels in it, so like sweeps of London high, London low, New York high, New York low, structural high, structural low. But then I do it on M1, like the entry and stuff, but it's really like difficult on M1. So you're saying liquidity's been taken then, yeah? So where are you saying liquidity's been taken? Because I would say here it's been taken to go long, because you wanted longs, didn't you? So I'd say yeah, here it's been taken. At the price 8666 basically. That was kind of swept out. So yeah, anyway, that's the level I'm thinking about. If you're talking about it's been taken, then I'd say yeah, that level there. Or obviously you could say this level here as well, I suppose, isn't it? But yeah, it's taken that level. To be honest, you could have entered, yeah, you know, on this body close here, you could have entered on the body close there, and then covered Asia low, and then targeted this this high here for like a 1 to 3. That's what I would have said. So on the because that candle closes beautiful, bro. That's a nice rejection candle. They had entered on the close of that candle on M15 after taking these lows, and then had Asia low right here, and then like the minute it breaks, I don't know, I probably like a 1 to 1. Yeah, probably like a 1 to 1, go break even, and then see if it runs to like this high here, because that's kind of the weekly high, and you've got 1, 2, 3 pretty much equal highs there. And then remember, you got this range as well, haven't you? I was talking about that Asia range. I wouldn't wanna go much further out of that range, if you know what I mean. More of a range play, innit? That's what I would say, Trader P. Do me a favor, guys, if you're here, hit like as well, please. I don't know if anyone is here or not, but if you are, I'd appreciate it. And then, obviously, if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. But yeah, that's what I would have done anyway. Taking it on that candle there, the wick rejection, waited for like a 1 to 1, go break even, then try and ride it out to the weekly high. or these equal highs here. Probably take partials around there, and then you can try and go for a breakout, but I don't know if you will get that because the whole war situation. When the war does come to an end, it's going to affect all currencies because Australians already done 3 rate hikes because of the war. A lot of countries are kind of like already moving towards shifting their monetary policies and stuff like that. So the USA is the slowest to do that. So if the war does end, it just means the USA is going to outperform all the other banks because it was slower, if you get what I mean, at the rate hike scenario. Social media is hilarious. Anyway, that's that done. Let's go back to what the hell I was looking at. Probably GJ, wasn't it? Yeah. I would have considered going long if this candle didn't do that. That was so annoying. If it just did a clean structure there, I could have considered a longer round here and then that would have been lovely, but no. And that's fine because bank holiday Monday you might get price behaving a bit more erratically. No entry here, to be honest, unless you did a sell stop on here, then kind of, you know, 5 pip SL, did a sell stop, boom. I think that would have been your best bet. Sorry, 1 to 5, the 1 to 1.5, unless it did drop down to Asia midline. Yeah, the volume is very low actually. It's only done 13 pips since the open of London. Yeah, that's quite low volume, which makes sense obviously because, as I said, we're that was the high of the day there. So here, been thinking. That's all over to Wednesday. We can probably go over to Tuesday for that realistic. Then 4 o'clock, the New York session. I'll have a look at New York session. We might not get much volume, so it might just be like retail traders in the market. Anyway, what was I doing? I was kind of right that price is gonna fly through that little channel there, which I'm glad, but I just couldn't seem to capitalize on it as always when you've got happy stuff like this happening where it just drops and then doesn't give you a entry. Let me just look at first leg, second leg. If that sell stop would have worked in that scenario, it would have been 2.2, so I would have done 4.4. I would have done 4.4 pip SL, and then it wouldn't have given a thingy partial level. Or I could just do 2.2, 3.2. Then it would have been a 3-to-1, which isn't that bad. But I normally follow data anyway. The data is around 12 to 15 pips, so hard to say really. If I'd used a sell stop, I'm gonna start using sell stops and buy stops in August, I think, because then I've got 1 year's track record on this master account. I'll set up another master account, and then I'll do August to August with sell stops, buy stops, and more of a fluid approach to trading, not so fixed on one specific entry model, etc, etc. Then we can see how things will progress from there. Okay, so that's about to come and take that level, isn't it? Any pips from this high? I want this zone to hold, but I've got a feeling price is gonna smash it and then just keep going. Okay, got some news now from from Iran. 1 second. Iran's foreign ministry confirms that an event environmental tax will be charged on ships. There is no toll. People should use the correct terminology. Oman and Iran are currently drafting a new protocol under the new system. Maritime service provided protect the environment. Sea of Oman, which provides a collection of an environmental tax. Okay, so they've been very intelligent. Under the new system, maritime services will be provided to protect the environment of the Strait of Hormuz, the Persian Gulf, and the Sea of Oman, which requires a collection of an environmental tax. The basic, instead of charging a toll, yeah, what they've done is they're charging a fee for all ships anyway, for the Persian Gulf and the Omani people, because they're the ones controlling that region more than others, and they financially benefit from it, but they're spinning it as a environmental cost to keep the area safe and everything, you know. That's an interesting way, because then they've got a man that they made a deal with the man to support them. They got a man more financial income because Oman has the smallest oil reserves out of the GCC, so that's good, because then Oman's going to get an external income, which is perfect, which couldn't have happened without this, which is hilarious. That makes sense. And because they've got Oman on board now, they're looking to reach the agreement with Oman soon. So once they've got Oman on board, it's going to be even harder for America to then go against it. Even though America don't care about Oman anyway, but at least they'll have them. They might push back if there's any rejection from America. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, brilliant. Well, anyway. Oh wait, was there any way to catch the reversal back up? No, not really. Let's just say we did take it from here. Just a leg would have tagged in. Would have been in that trade for a very long time. Yeah, I would have been. I am not having a trade in 30 minutes without a break even. No way. That is too much risk. No way. I would not take that. I'm happy with what I've done in terms of performance, etc. Won't make stuff better when it's shit. So what about USD card? That did not do anything. Pretty much chippy chop chop. It's fine. No problem there on that. Then I'm gonna keep this here because you got a nice little level there. I think we're about done, man. I'm not gonna see much happening now. Gold, silver, very consolidated. Took on M5. Yeah, they're very consolidated. It ran up from the market open in the hopes of a possible ceasefire and stuff, but then I think it's fizzled out after having that big move, because it was quite a big. Yeah, it's a 4.4%, 300 and. Yeah, like a 330 pip move. 108. Yeah, it was 330 pip. I don't know why I brain farted then. Obviously, silver's just doing double, triple times whatever gold does. Makes sense. Looking back at UJ, could I have done anything with UJ? I don't think I could have, but let's just check it again. So we got 36 there and 29 there, and from here we got 9 there and back 10 there. I'm happy with that. Right, then I'm done. Got the links in the chat for anyone who does look back, even though they're already kind of tricky day today. I called the shorts good, the longs I wasn't keen on, but the Frankfurt shorts I called good. But yeah, I said the longs I was definitely not keen on. I wanted to go long on here as well. London Open did a fantastic move on there. I was right on that also. Action entry, usual stuff. Anything else I can have a look at in the meantime? Look at Euro GBP. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. Get rid of the alerts. So what about like US 30? Let's have a look at nasdaq, M15. I don't know why, but the session indicator does not like indices, does it?
Japan's PM Takachi saying possible to secure oil supply until next spring. Possible to approve budget without impact on bond market, or make the utmost efforts to avoid market disruptions that was seen in the oil shock era.
That makes sense. Bunch of lows took that down. And then it flew straight up. What else was there? German. Was German 40 in it? Because a DE 40. So there's London Open. There's Frankfurt. Have a look at M5. And there's Asia session, yeah? So we had all of this here. There's Frankfurt low. How high we're gonna target. London Open was here. Massive move all the way down. Took this low out. Took that low out. Tagged into. Yeah, there's nothing to do on DAX. Yeah, nothing. What would the GBPCHF? So look at
You're behind the markets. If
yes,
you're a
Donald
real
Trump.
day
Thank you,
trader,
thank you, thank
go
you.
real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Let's make a big, beautiful deal, people. Come on.
On the daily now. Then the 4-hour. Now let's set an alerts on all of these levels, yeah? So 61, 71, 290. It's like 2 pips. Oh, that's 3 pips above the zone. That's fine. So 29, 39, 4. And then same here, 41, 7. There you go. And then what's this low? 48. No, 08. I think they're all open-ended, aren't they? Yeah, beautiful. On M15 then and stuff and see what's going on here. No entry on there. No entry on there. Unless you did the breakout way. Which would probably be here, to be honest. Oh. Then yeah, you wouldn't have had much luck on that. Very choppy, I don't like it. Oh, so bad. Today's this, Thursdays, try that. would have tagged on there. Would have caught partials at least, but that would have been on news event, so would have had to wait at least 5 minutes, and personally I give it about 10-15 personally. So yeah, wouldn't have ended up the best. And then you had these highs here, price drop. Yeah, CHF not really giving much either. We're still rejecting on CAD as well. Yeah, we are from that level. Right, boys, I'm heading out then. Have a good one. Peace. Hey, like as well. Thank you. Might do a gaming stream, maybe. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, sneeze.